Hello everyone, Travis here on the second week of the LCS, and I'm joined by Curse Cobb after his fifth win so far this season. You guys are now 5-0. You're the fifth player from Curse I've interviewed in the past 2 weeks. So I've got a player interview for every win. Are you guys gonna go 28-0 this entire season?
It looks that way. We're playing really well.
What happened to you guys? Because you guys kind of went from this like third, fourth place team generally in most North American competitions, and now you're like beating out everyone.
I feel as though we just mesh better now. Like after Katowice, for some reason, we just became so much better, like out of nowhere. Like I know I learned a lot going to Katowice. Like playing against these other AD carries from other regions, I pick up on their strategies and how they play, and I see these top teams playing at the top level and just try to adapt to how they play.
So you think that overall the team has improved, and even yourself as an AD carry just have gotten a lot better within the past couple of months?
For the team, I believe with all these like experiences, we grow. Like we fought a lot in a couple of tournaments. Like when we lose these big lands, like out of country, we usually fight and then we grow like as a team and learn how to take situations better.
Yeah.
So like Saint's gotten better with his
Aggression.
aggression, yeah, and Jackie's learning a lot. Elements has picked up a lot on support, and Void was just always been a really strong player. And as a player for myself, I believe I'm just good at taking how other people play. Like playing Captain Jack, I learned a lot playing him. The MYM AD carry, he was really strong, and I learned a lot from playing him. It's just all these other AD carries teach me a lot about how to play.
So you sort of look up to a lot of these guys. What about Doublelift? Because a lot of people say that he's one of the better players in North America. Do you feel like you look up to him, or do you want to try and like differentiate yourself from him, like style wise?
I don't think I look up to anyone really,
Okay.
but I see myself as equal to them. It just takes practice, and you can be just as good as anyone, and like determination. So I believe I could even become the best AD carry ever. Also, it just takes practice.
It's a really good philosophy. I really like that. You mentioned that everybody's sort of figuring out how to mesh better. What are the calls like on the team right now? Like who makes the calls? I remember Saint kind of mentioned that it's a little bit of everyone, but I also feel like Saint does a lot of the calls. Like what's that like in game?
Right now, it's more Saint makes the general calls, and we all make suggestions, calls for our lane. Just we call plays as we see them. So if someone sees something as like a really strong play, we follow that, and we all agree or disagree. And but most of the time, it's Saint making the general call. But like back in the day, it was all Saint until we learned how to basically play by ourselves.
So during a team fight or whatever, is it Saint mostly leading the charge, or is it a lot of everyone?
No, like most teams, it's usually the damage dealers. So it'd be me and Jackie calling out targets because it has to be me and him both focusing the same target if we want to like kill him. Or if you don't do that, you're just gonna have five champions with like 10% HP getting away.
Yeah.
So you have to focus all your damage.
So this is the second week, and obviously you guys have you're undefeated. But I'm curious, now that you've done the travel back and forth a couple times to Vegas, do you think that that impacts your guys' play at all? Is it weird for you to like show up here and then have to play and then go back to Vegas, and is the travel an issue at all, or is it such a short flight it's not an issue?
The travel for me, it's kind of an issue. Like we're missing what a couple hours each week, like 3 or 4 just flying.
Yeah.
The flight kind of gets you tired for the day, so you just come back and you're like, I don't even want to do anything. It's kind of it's stressful, but I believe we still have plenty of time to practice.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't take that much of a toll unless but for me it's like a problem just because after a flight I get kind of rusty, I guess. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Like a little drowsy or anything, or?
No, just like rusty at playing the game. I come back, I'm like, how do I play the video game? It's
It's
weird.
like a debuff, like a -10 skill debuff or something like that.
I guess it's really weird for me. I don't know.
Well, talking about practice, what are you guys doing to get so solid these days? Because obviously it's gotten better, but what is practice like for you guys? Is it just pure scrims? Are you guys looking at replays? Are you watching other players? I know you mentioned that you were looking at other AD carries, so.
Well, for I guess my practice, it's we probably have one or two best of threes a day, and this is followed by me watching all the tournaments. I write down everything everyone plays. I focus on basically making the best synergies for like bot lane, mid, and I try to research other teams. So that's most of my practice. But as a team, I believe Elements just plays, so he's trying to get his mechanical skill up. A lot of people just play solo queue all day, but we tend to practice a lot.
Well, I asked this to a couple of your other teammates, but just out of curiosity, are there any games or matches or teams yet that you're concerned about, or are you just really confident going into the next couple of weeks?
Being scared of a team, I don't think that helps at all. If anything, it just gives you fear, which is not helpful when you're trying to play. It's just like it's like a weight on your shoulders. You want to be confident against everyone you play, which I believe we're confident against everyone in the LCS right now.
Well, Cop, just to wrap up the interview, I want to ask if you have any shout outs to any the Chris fans out there.
Shout out to all our fans for supporting us. I saw today on Reddit, like we have all these new fans on Reddit with the Curse Flare. We're like even with CLG and TSM, so that's really cool. I like to thank TeamSpeak just for being with us forever. We never had a problem with them. We just picked up Grubhub, which is really cool. They give us all this food. The website's awesome. And we just picked up Cooler Master, which all their new equipment's like amazing. Just like switching to them, the easiest switch ever.
Very cool. Well, hey, thanks a ton for the interview. Congratulations on going undefeated. For everyone, you can check out the rest of our LCS coverage at gamespot.com/esports.